I asked, you listened. Black Friday is officially dead. Oh, this just warms the cockles of my heart. Not to see retailers fail, but to hinge your entire business of whether you're going to make it or not for the year on one day, poor planning. There are a number of reasons why, and we're going to go through them here. Now, first and foremost, I'd like to say that I've heard from several different accounts that Black Friday is dead. I've seen videos online. You can search for Dead Friday or Black Friday is Dead on YouTube and find people who made videos of this same subject, some of which actually went to stores and showed footage on Black Friday, and it was just totally dead. So I have a list over here of a number of reasons why. First and foremost, what they do, what a lot of retailers do, is they, in the preceding weeks, even months to Black Friday, they mark stuff up. Then on Black Friday, they mark it back down, so you're paying regular price. Friend and fellow YouTuber XJoe81X said that he saw a video that someone recorded at Target showing, Black Friday price $69.99, and they pull that, and behind that is the regular price $69.99. Yes, very deceptive. They're not going to give you big discounts on stuff. There are certain items out there that have tremendous amounts of markup, and you might score with those. Clothing is one that has a tremendous amount of markup on it. Speakers for your home stereo also have a tremendous markup on it as well. So those you might find some deals on Black Friday, but still probably not enough to warrant going out in that mess, although it doesn't appear there's that much of a mess anymore. Another reason that people aren't doing Black Friday shopping is the cost of everything else, notably food and other necessities. There's no cash left in the wallet. They just simply can't afford it. It's that simple. I test drove a new vehicle. It was four-wheel drive, full metal construction, but to fill it costs a fortune. It's called a shopping cart. Yeah, you go to the grocery store, you can't leave without spending, a lot of your paycheck there. And Whole Foods, whole paycheck, God only knows what that costs now. They had marked stuff down there legitimately because they were already overcharging, which is why it earned the nickname Whole Paycheck. So now it probably still is Whole Paycheck with shrinkflation and all the other stuff that they call it now. One of the main reasons that I think that Black Friday is kind of dead. Now, you have to remember that I was in retail, and I was in the heart of all of this. Okay? Right smack dab in the middle of the fist fights, and people getting trampled to death, and all the stuff we remember from years past on Black Friday. I had to work those days. And it was literally a fucking madhouse. It really was. I never understood the appeal to save a few bucks. Now, I know that's exceptionally important this day and age. But still, to save a few bucks, back in, what was it? I guess the very late 90s. I remember I bought for the whiff a cordless telephone. People had landlines. I still do. Cordless telephone, Panasonic, 900 megahertz. $59, $69, $79, something like that, whatever it was. Had a speakerphone in the base and the handset, and it was 900 megahertz, and that was 25 years ago. I bought that in August, and I was working for the Wiz, which was an electronics retailer, and we sold these things. So, of course, I got an employee discount, which wasn't much, but still, it was better than nothing. And, people would ask me, well, what are you buying that for? Oh, I'm buying it for, it was then the girlfriend, so I told them, for a Christmas present. They said, why the hell are you buying it now? I said, because on Black Friday, I'm going to stay in bed. You can keep the $20. And they're like, well, I still would rather save the $20. I said, yeah, but, something else. Come January, I got no bills. Shopping through the year is generally a lot more cost effective than the end of the year when you're trying to make ends meet in the middle of the holidays and everything else, trying to get all your ducks in a row to prepare for the next year. Then the bill in January comes and you're like, I can't afford this. And then you start paying the minimum on your credit cards, and there's a lot of people out there who have done that. I'm not one of them, not because of that, but other reasons. But one of the main reasons why Black Friday is dead is market saturation. What that means is this. Like I said, I worked in the heart of this stuff back in the 2000s when this was really taking off. Now, what did we get, especially in the later 2000s, that were not really as prevalent before then? Well, let's see. We had cell phones. Now, they've been around, obviously, but smartphones, and forget the Apple iFail and all that stuff, and the iPod and all that crap, but there were others on the market there. People didn't have those things. Tablets, as well, came on the scene. Big player were big flat panel TVs. They just weren't there. You had the old CRT with the glass tube you could knock on or go tonk tonk. Yeah. So everybody needed a flat screen TV. Everybody needed a tablet. They needed an iPod. They needed an iFail or an MP3 player. They needed a Bluetooth speaker. Those weren't on the market. And there's lots and lots of other gadgets and gizmos that are for the most part and parcel of everyday life nowadays. Everybody's got a phone. A lot of people have tablets. Just about everybody has switched over to flat panel TVs. Even though they're old CRT, there was nothing wrong with. I understand you want to go to H Digital, that 1080 LMNOP. Now they got 2K, 4K. They got 8K. They got all the crazy stuff now. My cable company outputs 1080i. And that's what most channels broadcast at. So if you're watching real TV, whether it's over the air or through a cable or satellite provider, it's probably 1080i, not even 1080p. So your 2K and 4K and above screens aren't doing much for you. Yes, I understand there's streaming now. At the time when those higher resolution screens were coming out, streaming was just coming on the scene. And you would stream at 1080p, absolutely. You could put a DVD in and get that. You could put in a Blu-ray disc. That was another hot commodity, Blu-ray players. But optical media is nearly dead in this day and age for a lot of different reasons, especially because streaming now and that. But it was market saturation. Everybody now has all of these devices. If you got a new phone last year, maybe even 2 years ago, you're probably not really due for a new one unless you're one of those idiots that has to have the latest phone like it's a fucking fashion accessory, which is ridiculous. But anyway, a phone should be good for 2 to 3 years easily. Then if you want to upgrade, see what's out there, play the field, that kind of stuff. I got to fly here for some reason. Anyway, so that's one of the other things. People just don't need these devices now because they have them. So why are you going to go out and buy them? Biggest reason, like I said in the beginning, I asked, you listened. I have been preaching for many years now to do your shopping online. Now, I understand that some stores would have better Black Friday sales in store that you would have to physically go to than you would getting it online or shopping a Cyber Monday deal. I get that. But we already talked about retailers marking stuff up only to mark it down to regular price or maybe even just a little below that so you buy it. Oh, and another reason why this one is maybe borderline of an issue, and then we'll get back to online shopping, is a lot of Black Friday specials. The thing they advertise in the paper, that big screen TV, might be a stripped down version. Wouldn't have all the ports, all the connectivity, all the menu options, maybe other image enhancement technologies built in, stuff like that. Tablets might be cut, the amount of memory in them and that, or different stuff like that. So they did that to sell these things at a lower price, but you're getting a lesser product. So it's not really a good deal because then, and it kind of was a smart move in that regard, because by next year you'd be like, the memory on this tablet is already full. Well, delete some apps. I can't delete anymore. I need these 64 different games. You know, that kind of thing. I need a new tablet. This one sucks. You know, and then you get another one. So that was the point. So you buy a crappy product only to buy another crappy one the next year and then another crappy one the next year, but people have caught on to that. But like I said, the number one reason is online shopping. And yes, all of the couriers out there, so that means Amazon, it means FedEx, it means UPS, it means the Postal Service, maybe DHL and other freight lines, stuff like that, they are absolutely slammed this year. Slammed, slammed, slammed. You're going to see a lot of delivery vans and trucks coming by in the upcoming month, for sure. There's going to be a lot of delivery vans around. So that's another aspect of it right there. A lot of people are doing online shopping now. Thank goodness, okay? Let it be somebody else's problem to get that product home, not yours. You've seen it out on the roads. How many times do you cut off on an average day? 3? Because that guy had to be ahead of you and you're only racing up to the next red light? Yeah, stay off the roads, especially in that bedlam of Black Friday, and a lot of people have listened. And they're doing the online shopping because they've realized all of these reasons. It was all a farce by retailers to get you to come in. Now, Black Friday's been around for decades. Decades. We're talking 40, 50, even 60 years. They were pushing this kind of stuff, maybe even more than that. As heavily as today or recently within the last 20 years, not a chance. In the last 20 years, it's gotten such a huge push, but again, they've cut so many corners, and bottom line, pissed so many people off that they're like, fuck it. And now with online shopping, it's a click away. There you go. So I thank all of you very much for A, doing online shopping and not going out in the Black Friday bullshit. And I think it's wonderful that that's happening. And of course, a lot of malls have closed and retailers have gone out, so there just aren't as many stores to go to. But you would think with less stores, maybe the stores would be more crowded. Nope. I think we all caught on. And let's not forget the fact of years ago, I don't even remember how many at this point, when places like Walmart were opening up at 4 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day, or not even closing, because Black Friday was that important that they had to get everything started right then and there. Pretty much the public poo-pooed that. And we said, no, okay, listen, Black Friday sales, yes, yes, we'll go out for it, but don't take away Thanksgiving. And there were idiots who went out on Thanksgiving Day for shopping and that. I'm glad that you had your fun, but it's over. It's all over now. Thank goodness it's over and done with. That's really all I got on this. I thank you very kindly for watching, and I really appreciate it. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.